So today we are continuing with geometry of two-dimensional shapes. We are talking about the theorem of Pythagoras, which I have a feeling we all know. So this dude, Pythagoras, okay, I'm not sure how he figured this out, but he figured this out. So he figured when you have a right angle triangle, okay, let's remind each other, there's a symbol there that's telling you it's a right angle, which means this angle is 90 degrees. When you have a right angle triangle, then the square of the two shorter sides added will be equal to the square of the hypotenuse. Remind me again, guys, what's the hypotenuse? I'll give you a definition just now, guys. I'll show you a definition. Remind me, what's the hypotenuse again? The longest side. Thank you very much, Abu. So hypotenuse would be the longest side, okay? So if you square the two shorter sides and you add them, it will equal the square of the longest side. So let's test if this is true. So the shorter sides are C, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, okay? So I'm on the left-hand side now, and this is the right-hand side. So on my left-hand side, I'm saying to you, if you take C and you square it, plus B, which is 1, 2, 3, and you square it, how much is C squared? How much is C squared? That's good. Komoso is always like one lesson ahead, and I love it. Thank you. C squared is 16 plus how much is B squared? Thank you, Abu. And that is 9, and that will be equal to 25. Now let's look at the longest side. The longest side is A, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the length, right? So A squared, and how much is that? Squared, remember, not times 2. Squared, so it's 5 squared, which is 25. Is the left-hand side equal to the right-hand side? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is what he figured out. He figured you can draw squares, or you can square the values of the shorter sides, and it will equal the value of the longer side. And as Abu has so nicely provided for us, there is our definition. Okay, so in a right angle triangle, a square that is formed at the hypotenuse will have the same area as the sum of the area of the two shorter squares. So if you look at my triangle over here, at the bottom, side 1, no, that's side 2. Side 2 squared plus side 1 squared will give you the hypotenuse squared. Okay, does that make sense? I feel like what we're saying here so far makes a lot of sense. We'll give you hypotenuse squared. Remember, Kwena, if I'm going too fast, try taking a screenshot, okay? I'm going up a little bit so we can take a screenshot. Couple of seconds for us. Thank you very much, Abu, for writing it so nicely for us. In our example here, the specific one, B squared plus C squared will equal A squared. Okay, wonderful. Let's take a screenshot of this definition. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Seems like we're good. Okay. Let's go down. Now, he was, why was he bored if he was so smart? Because nobody had figured out what he's figured out yet. Okay, well, now that he's figured out, we'll never be bored. We'll always have some very difficult stuff. Now, I want to know, guys, is this triangle a right angle triangle? How am I going to prove it? Remember, I haven't given you any angles inside this triangle. So you cannot say yes, it is, or no, it's not, because you do not have any of the angles. How will we prove or disprove whether this is a right angle triangle or not? Okay, so we know it has two equal sides, so it's an isosceles triangle. Thank you very much, Abu. We know it's an isosceles triangle, but we don't know if it's a right angle triangle. Simone is crying. It's isosceles. I didn't forget about that. So what you guys have to do is, maybe I should first name it. You have to take AB squared plus BC squared and see if that's equal to AC squared. If it is equal to AC squared, therefore this will be a right angle triangle. If it is not equal to AC squared, then it will not be a right angle triangle. So let's do that. Let's check. So I'm going to have AB squared plus BC squared. This is my left hand side. And on my right hand side, I'm going to have AC squared. Now, I want to know, how long is AB squared? Who Abu has given me everything. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Ezra. Okay, so AB is 4 squared plus 4 squared. Okay, 4 squared is 16 plus 16, which is 32. Okay, now let's go to the other side. How long is AC? No, you can't write it because we don't know if it's a right angle triangle. AC is 6. How much is 6 squared? 36. Is the left-hand side equal to the right-hand side? Nope. So therefore, this is not a right angled triangle. Okay, guys, are we good? Do you understand how we prove whether something is a right angle triangle or not? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, I see thumbs up. There we go. Now is my second triangle, which I'm going to name just now. D, E, and F. Is this triangle a right angle triangle? There we go. We know it's a scalene triangle. Thank you, Mida. It's okay, Anya, welcome. Is this a right angle triangle? We have to prove it, remember? There we go. Kwezi. Hi, Kwezi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm well, and you?
I'm good, ma'am. I would like to try.
Okay, let's try. So I have my left-hand side
So,
and my...
oh yeah.
Okay.
Our left-hand side, it will be DE, yes, DE squared plus EF squared.
Okay.
So our DE is 4, so you're going to substitute that. It's going to be 4 squared plus 12 squared. 4 squared is 16 plus 12 squared is 144 plus 16 equals to 160.
Wonderful. So my left-hand side is 160. What's my right-hand side?
On right-hand side, so it's going to be DF squared.
Squared, which is?
Which is 15. So it's going to be 15 squared equals to 225.
So is this a right angle triangle?
No.
No, not a right angle triangle. Thank you very much, Kwezi.
You're welcome, ma'am.
There we go. Okay, guys, hopefully we're good. Definitely not a right angle triangle. Yes, Abu, do you have a question? I see you saying ma'am. How is it right angle? No, remember, this is not necessarily drawn to scale. So this angle over here could be 88 degrees. Okay, so unless it's 90 degrees exactly, we will not know whether this is a right angle triangle. And the only way to prove that is to do Pythagoras and see if the two sides are equal. Okay, all the best sets for your test tomorrow. Now, I want something more interesting. I am going to get rid of the sketches. And yes, it's right angle when the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. Okay, and so far we have not gotten one where the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. But now we're going to do a triangle with the sides 6, 8, and 10. Which one is the longest side? Oh, well, that's not what I meant. Which one is the hypotenuse? I like how I'm like, which one is the longest side? It's 10, guys. It's 10. Now let's do the calculation. I'm going to name my sides just now. I'm going to name my sides. I'm going to name this one side A, side B, and side C. Yes, Khomotso?
Ma'am, hi ma'am.
Hello.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good, ma'am. I would like to answer.
Let's do it.
Okay, ma'am. So since the longest side is 10, that means we're going to add this A square triangle AB, but squared. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yes.
So 6 squared is 36. And then 8 squared is 64.
Okay, so what are we going to do, please?
We're going to have 36 plus 64.
There we go. And that is?
And that is going to give me 100.
100. Beautiful. Okay. And
And
then on
then
side.
we're going to go to the hypotenuse, which is 10. And then we're going to say 10 squared equals to 100, which means the triangle is a right angled triangle.
There we go. Therefore, left-hand side equals right-hand side, which means this is a right angled triangle. Thank you very much, Khomotso. That was beautiful. Ma'am, the reason. You don't need a reason for this, okay? If you use Pythagoras, then you put reason. But remember, we were first proving whether this was a right angle triangle or not. We didn't know. But once you know that it is a right angle triangle, then you can use it. So if, for instance, you'll say A plus A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And the reason will be Pythagoras. So remember, reason is, why do you say that? So in this case, we didn't use Pythagoras for anything, okay? We did reverse Pythagoras to see if they are equal. Okay, he was really bored, he was. Okay, let's talk about third form, guys. Let's talk about third form. So third form, there we go. I'm glad that you understand. Third form refers to numbers that are not perfect squares. The longest side is the hypotenuse square. Nah? Okay, so for instance, when we're doing Pythagoras and we end up with something like square root of 36, we know we can simplify it to 6, right? That's a perfect square. It means the square root of that number is an integer. Okay, excuse me. But for instance, if we have the square root of 7, you can square root 7, but it will not be an integer. Okay, it will have decimals, it will have a fraction or something. So in that case, we like leaving our answer insert form to avoid writing a lot of decimal places. So if your teacher in a test says, write the answer to this question, leave it in insert form. That means exactly it is an imperfect. It is an imperfect square. Okay. There we go. Because if it was a integer, then you can simplify. Look here, it says so there. So if it was the square root of 9, you would just simplify it and make it a 3, right? Why would you leave it as square root of 9 when you can solve it? But for instance, square root of 5, that's a little bit harder to solve, right? We don't know what the square root of 5 is. So in that case, you would just leave it in third form. Exactly. Now, with that being said, here is another triangle. So now we're using Pythagoras, okay? I'm telling you this is a right angle triangle. There we go. There's my right angle indication. And I am asking you, what is the length of side AC? What is the length of side AC? There's the 90 degrees over there. So we know it's Pythagoras. So what is the length of AC? Who's going to do this one with me? There we go. Yes, Palisa.
Ma'am, we can give it a try.
Okay, let's go for it.
Remember, we're going to say A equals A squared. Sorry,
8 squared. You say 8 squared.
A.
A, you mean the side AB?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. AB. AB squared
Plus
plus
BC squared
BC squared
equals AC
equals.
squared.
There we go. Okay. Reason.
Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagoras. Wonderful. Okay.
And then we're going to substitute. So we're going to say 2 squared plus 5 squared equals AC squared.
AC squared. Okay.
2 squared is 4
4
plus 5 squared is 25.
25
Equals
AC
squared.
AC squared. Okay.
We're going to add 4 plus 25, which is 29. We're going to equal AC squared. We're going to square both sides.
There we go. Therefore,
Therefore, AC is equal to 5, oh man, should I make it a decimal?
you can. That's fine.
5,38.
38. Thank you very much, Palisa.
Okay.
So, guys, I wrote it both ways. So, do you see I wrote it as square root of 29, but we also wrote it in a decimal form. So, guys, you might want to ask, why would we leave it in insert form? If I was using AC in a different calculation, right? Let's say AC was my height, and I was going to use that height to calculate area or something. You don't want to round off too soon when you're doing this. Okay, so to avoid rounding off too soon, you would just leave it as square root of 29, right? And then substitute it as square root of 29, and then round off at the end. Okay, so that's why. So now thumbs up, thumbs down. Rapafas is already like, I want to do the next one. Thumbs up, thumbs down. We good with Pythagoras? Yes, we are. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, I don't see thumbs down so far. If you have a question, please feel free to raise your hand. Okay, Ropafaza wanted to do the next one. This is the next one, my dear. There we go. I love it. Up for the challenge. Let's move this that way. Make some space. Quiz is like, eh. Brain is not braining. The brain break is soon. Myself and Ropafaza are just going to do this one. Don't worry, Ropafaza, I'm with you. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry. Zama's like, what? Zama, you guys know me well. I have to push you guys just a little bit. Okay. Now, yes, because we're not doing the brain break right now. Okay, so that's exactly why I'm hiding it. We are doing, what is the length of AG? So let's check where AG is. Okay, so there's AG. So AG is in triangle AFG. Do we have enough information in triangle AFG to solve for AG? Wait, in triangle AFG. Look at triangle AFG. No. So as it is right now, we don't exactly have enough information, right? How many sides do we need in order to, thank you very much, Abu. How many sides do we need in order to use Pythagoras? Thanks, Benjamin. We need at least 2 sides. We need 2 sides, guys, and then we can solve for the third one. Rapafazo, do you still want to try this one with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Which triangle has 2 sides?
Triangle ABC, ma'am.
There we go, this one over here. So I'm going to highlight the triangle we're working in currently, which is ABC. Okay, now let's do the triangle ABC, and we're going to find, which side are we finding?
We're finding AC, ma'am.
Wonderful, let's do it.
AC is equal to AB squared plus BC squared.
Beautiful, okay.
AC squared is equal to 2 squared plus 1 squared. It's equal to 4 plus 2.
Remember, 1 squared is 1 times 1?
Oh, plus 1.
Okay.
Which is equal to 5.
Okay. So how long is AC? Just AC.
AC is 5. 5 squared.
Square root of 5. Do you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, there we go. So now we have AC, thanks to you, Ropavat. So we have AC. So now we can use AC to find what? What do you think, guys? We can use AC to find what? We're moving up triangles now. There we go. Now we are in this triangle. We have moved up 1. Okay. Now let's use AC to find AD. See, guys, this wasn't that bad. You guys knew what to do this whole time. Okay. You guys knew what to do this whole time. I'm going to take questions right after this. So if you have a pressing question, please remember it when I'm asking. Okay, so now we have AC. Now let's use AC. Let's use AC. I know, guys, I tried to draw a line and my brain was like, Okay. Ha! I actually can't. I see a lot of you guys already giving me the answer. So in this one, AD squared will be equal to AC squared plus CD squared, okay? So then AD squared will be equal to, how much is AC squared? I want to see how many of us got this, plus 1 squared. What's the square root of 5 squared? Thank you, guys. Because the square root of 5 squared is how much? I thought I was going to catch you guys out with that one. The square root of 5 squared, what will that give you? 5. They cancel each other out. So it's 5 plus 1. So then I'm continuing up here. I would draw a straight line, but we all know my artistic talents are non-existent. So now that means AD squared is 6 square root both sides. Therefore, AD is square root 6. Okay, so now we're here, square root 6. Okay, leave me alone, Abu. Kwezi, where did I lose you? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, my darling. Let's find you quickly. There we go. Yes, Kwezi?
Ma'am, I didn't understand. Because they said, what is the length of AG? Why did you take AC?
Because, Kwezi, if you have to do Pythagoras, how many sides of the triangle do you need?
2.
Exactly. Look at the triangle that has AG. Does it have 2 sides?
No, does it?
Does it have 2 sides?
Yes.
Which sides?
Ma'am, I'm confused.
You just said we need 2 sides to work out Pythagoras, right?
Yes, ma'am, we do.
Now, the triangle AFG. Do we have 2 sides in triangle AFG?
Yes, ma'am, we do. It's AG and AF.
Okay, if FG is 1, right? We know it's 1 unit.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any other dimension in this triangle?
No.
So we can't do Pythagoras.
Okay. So, ma'am, you chose the side that has a dimension.
Yes, I chose a triangle that has 2 dimensions. Look at ABC. Can you see this triangle?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
We have the side AB and we have the side BC. That means we can do the third side because look here. Pythagoras says A squared plus B squared is C squared, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to work out C squared, we need both A and B.
Yes, ma'am, I see that.
So if you don't have one of them, you can't do anything because you'll just be stuck with 2 unknowns.
Oh, so that's why you took A, B, and BC.
So here's the vision. So we realized that only this one has 2 sides, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So in this triangle, we found the side AC, which is the hypotenuse, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But now that I found AC, look at this. Triangle ACD has 2 sides now. So we're moving up. Do you see?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I do.
And then we used those ones and we found the side AD. And now triangle ADE has 2 sides. So you see we're moving up gradually until we reach triangle AFG, which is the one we want.
All right. Okay, ma'am. Thank
Okay,
you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Okay, let's see. I see a lot of people are confused. Okay, I think we're doing better. Okay, now we have found what? AD. So now we can use AD to find AE. So we're moving up triangles. Okay. So now we are in triangle ADE. So now we're going to say AE squared is equal to AD squared plus DE squared. What's AD squared, guys? In the chat. Thank you. That would be 6 plus 1. So AE squared is 7. Therefore, AE is how much? AE is how much? Square root of 7. Beautiful. So now we have found, see, we're moving up and up and up and up. Now we're here. We found AE. Okay, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Now we are in which triangle? Triangle AEF. Okay, so in triangle AEF, AF squared will be equal to EF squared plus AE squared. So EF squared is 1 squared plus AE, we just worked out is square root 7 squared. This will be 1 plus 7. Therefore, AF is square root of 8. Kwezi, did your hand just go up again? Because I see a notification. Hi, Kwezi.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry. That was a mistake.
Oh, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so guys, we're nearly at the end. Check where we are. Nope, I just highlighted the wrong one. We are at the end, actually. There. Now we can find AG. Is there anyone who's found AG? Anyone? AG squared is equal to. Oh, are you sure it's 9? It's not 9. AG squared is equal to FG squared plus AF squared. So that's 1 squared plus root 8 squared. So that's 1 plus 8, right? So AG squared is 9. Square root both sides. Therefore, AG is how much? AG is how much, guys? It's 3. Boo, 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 boo. I think that was a beautiful, challenging question that you guys had in the bag. How are we feeling? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Get 3, Baba, in Buntle's words. Sai, what's wrong? Come, raise your hand. Let's help you. Okay, I see some thumbs up. Sai, please raise your hand so we can help you. And Mida. Okay, you guys need to raise your hands so I can help you. Yes, Twing, nope, never mind. Twing is like, nope. I have no idea. It depends on your teacher. If I was your teacher, then I would put it in the paper. Okay, let's have a brain break. Would you rather eat a frog or a snake? Hello? Would you rather eat a frog or a snake?
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, I'd rather eat a snake.
A snake. Oh.
Yes. Ma'am, frogs are slimy and then they, ugh.
Ew. That's all I'm saying. I can't say anything other than ew. Woo! No, it's cooked, guys. It's cooked. Going was like, snake is too long. I'm going to be eating the whole afternoon. I can't believe this. Narisha says both. I actually can't. Someone said snakes is like noodles. I can't believe it. That's the most disturbing thing I've heard today. today. I can't. I actually think I have tasted snake now that I think about it. When I says you slurp it. Ooh. I didn't slurp it, but I actually remember eating snake. It's a very long story. I'll tell you guys one day when we have story time. Maybe for brain breaks, we should have story times. That would be wonderful. So I can tell you guys about my shocking life. Okay. Would you rather have a private jet or a massive mansion? Let's hear what Tando has to say. Tando?
Ma'am, I think I'd rather have a private jet.
Where are you going, Tando?
I'm going overseas, ma'am.
Hi. I see so many people say mansion. Guys, same. I hate going anyway. I'm that person who will make up an excuse, right at the last minute, and I know I have to come meet my friends. Like, I will sit and think and be like, what can I lie about this time? Like, I really can't, guys. Social, I can't. I would rather sit in a nice house, guys. Imagine you have like a cinema in your house. Oh, you guys would never see me. Like, you would just never see me, ever. I just sit in the house for forever. Come on, I don't feel bad for the friends. They still come. I am an introvert, okay? I am. Yeah, but they know. Guys, they know me so well that just before, they don't even wait for me to call anymore. They'll call me and say, are you still coming, hey? Have you not changed your mind yet? Are you still okay to go? And then they try and bribe me and say, no, don't worry. It's just going to be 30 minutes. And then we end up being there for 5 hours, guys, and I have a mental breakdown. But anyway, that's not about me. Let's go on. Would you rather eat any meal that you want every day, but you have to eat it with a dog treat, or only be able to eat cereal? So how much is like dog treats? I don't care. I don't care about dog treats. I will eat the dog treats. It's fine. So you guys just want to eat any meal? You'll even eat a dog treat. Oh my goodness. So Fang, I don't want to know why you know that it's not that bad. Like I feel like I'm gonna be traumatized if you tell me why you know that. Mix it with the dog treat. No, you have to eat the dog. Like they'll be like, okay, here's your pizza, but have a treat first. Only food that I want. Kwena, why were you eating dog treats? Oh my goodness. And I'm not talking about biscuits either, guys. You know, they that bolt on there that smells. Oh, he's like, what is that? Okay, let's see our next one. Because I'm going through a lot. Okay, let's remove this and see our last one. Hi, boo. And what is your teacher doing? There we go. Would you rather always wear clothes that have dots or stripes? Nipo, this is the last one. It's a brain break. We're giving our brains a break. Okay. Would you rather always have to wear clothes with dots or with stripes? Stripes, dots, zebra. A lot going on. People who say dots, you know, you itch after a while while wearing dots. It's like it's forever. Amen. Tegan, would you rather have dots or stripes? Tegan.
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather wear clothes with stripe, man.
Straps that are vertical.
Because if I wear dots, I feel like ish, man. Ma'am, any is fine.
He's just like, look, I don't even care which stripes they are. Just stripe me, it's fine. Okay. Ooh, all right. Let's go back to work. Some of us want to work. Never back down, never give up. I saw that whoever posted that. Okay, there we go. We're back at the work. Now I want to know the length of JF. I would like to know the length of JF, which is there. Okay. Any ideas how we're going to get to JF, or anyone want to do this one with me? Siam Tanda. Hello, Siam Tanda.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
So to calculate JF, we first have to figure out FH.
Okay.
So FH squared equals to FJ plus JH.
Okay, wait,
squared.
are you doing the big triangle?
I'm doing the small one first, ma'am, because we can't do the big one first.
Oh,
There's
so you
only
said F
one.
squared plus GH. Okay. GH squared. Okay, let's go for it.
The FG is going to be 1024.
1024.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And JH is going to be 576.
576. Okay.
Which will be 1600.
Okay.
So we have to figure out the square root of 1600, which will be 40, ma'am.
Okay, so we know FH is then 40. Wonderful. Okay, so this is 40. Okay, now what?
So now we can figure out JF.
Okay.
And JF will be FH plus JH.
JH squared. Okay.
So FH will be
Okay, wait.
1600.
You and I are doing the same thing here. What's wrong with the sum I just wrote down? Ooh. Remember, it's the two shorter sides equals the longer side. Which one is the longer side here?
It's the longer side when
Look
the
carefully.
longer side is JH.
Yes. So actually, JH squared is equal to
FH and
there we go, is equal to FH squared plus
plus JF.
there we go, JF squared. Beautiful. Do we have JH?
Yes, ma'am.
How much is it?
104.
Here we go. So it's 104 squared is equal to
104 squared is equal to 10,816.
10,816, like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then FH is 40, right? 40 squared.
Which will be 1,600.
Here we go. Plus, do we have JF squared?
No, we don't have JF squared, ma'am.
There we go. So how do we get JF on its own?
Oh, we shouldn't we move JH to the
So we take 1.6 and we take it to the other side, right? And it becomes,
and it becomes a negative 9.
there we go. So JF squared is 10,816 minus 1,600. How much is that?
That'll be 9,216.
Okay, then how do we get JF?
You get JF by squaring 9. Should be 96.
Okay, therefore JF is how much?
JF is 96 now.
96. Beautiful. That was beautiful, Sia. That was absolutely beautiful. Okay, guys, we've reached the end of our lesson. We have reached the end of our lesson. I see in the chat we were having a bit of a nice chat and not concentrating and not good. I see you guys. Okay. That they did not give us units. Okay. They did not give us units.